Hello and hey, to mess around with golf with your friends, this time the brand new course, Olympus Odyssey, releasing on September 5th, 2024, so just keep that in mind if you're watching this like 2 years down the line and it hasn't been updated. My bad. The physics has probably changed for the rest of the courses as well, but let's get into this course because this is what you clicked on. Hole number 1, we need the fans to be on for when we shoot, so we're going to look at those fans right there. We're going to go full power, basically straight to the left or straight to the right. It is an identical shot both sides. So waiting for the fan, and I got to hurry up and go. They don't stay on forever, but they do stay on for a long time. So either listen for it while aiming or do the quick turn like you just saw me do there. Hole number 2, I guess we're going to have a little bit of time here. The power is 2.5. We're trying to aim at this spot on the little triangle piece. It's sort of in between lines, which is why I can't give you an exact thing. And then the point of aim is about hole wide there, as you can see as we bounce with that power, just like that. Hole number 3, they're giving us a hit with the camera placement. We're going to stay right along this diagonal line and take a little bit off full. The power isn't ultra specific, but you do want to take quite a bit off of full. So make sure you're right about this. Left it on screen a little longer than I normally would because it's a little more important than it normally is. Hole number 4, we're going to go full power, dead ahead. You do need to feather this boost a little bit, but just kind of depending on when you use it, you might need to use it twice like I just did, but only a little bit should be necessary to actually get into that hole. Hole number 5, we're going to aim at the flag indicator. It's very helpful for us, or just a little bit to the right at 3 and about, 2/3 power. It's a little bit more specific than maybe I give it credit for here, but as long as you're right on that flag indicator or a little bit to the right, and then wait for the cloud to kind of be underneath you. I like using the right side of the cloud kind of going away as my visual indicator. Hole 6, we are again using the cloud, aiming at this part of this cloud, full power, and I like to wait till the cloud dips as far down as it'll go, and I release. I don't know if it affects the shot that much, but I like consistency for these videos, obviously, and this is what I found to be the best for me. Hole 7, I actually think is one of the trickier holes because of a specific jump. So however you want to get on this path, just do whatever power. The initial power is not important, but if you want to match me perfectly, 1 power. This jump is ultra specific, so you might be better off playing the whole, regular, but if you jump a little bit before you think you have to, and then kind of feather your boost, you will get pushed by a block of air, and if you hit the mast directly, it's not going to be a fun time, but if you do get up here, it angles you kind of perfectly to go into that bowl pretty much every time. It's tricky, like I said, you might want to just kind of just go for it every time, but if you get a 14 here, it's not that bad. The rest of the course is fine. Hole 8, again, I had some problems here. You go 3 power, the side of this post of the dock, and you jump later than you have to. This time it's later than you have to. I was having a big trouble. I was jumping too soon, but later, and then you feather your boost to get over here into this ramp. And as long as you get to the ramp, you will go into this bowl, into the hole. And for whatever reason, if you hit something, you do have extra boost to kind of get you a little bit more speed. So play that. It should be simple. That's a weird one to get a 5 on for me, but I did it. Hole 9, we want to go with the right side of our cursor just left of the nearest post. And it looks kind of weird. I kept getting lined up with the boat that goes across, the ship, I should say, and getting blocked, so that's on me. It's not as hard as it seems. If you go a little bit further to the left, then you're safe no matter what, so just do that. Hole 10 can be kind of tricky because the power is more specific than I thought initially. We're going to go 1 tile to the left, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles forward at 3, and pretty specifically like this 5th power. Again, if you miss the power, you will stay on, and it's an easy 2, just giving you a heads up that the hole-in-one is kind of specific. Hole 11, pretty simple. I almost said specific. We go 2 and just over a 1/2 power, aiming at the sort of middle line on this cap, and then once I see particles coming out of the jar on top, then I release my shot. It might be different with a little bit of lag, so gotta have to play with that, but very simple, very easy to do. Hole 12, simple shot, 3 power, right here at this point of aim. Leave it on screen for an extra second. You'll hop over sort of a decoy hole. It's not a decoy, it just isn't the correct hole. And then, boom. I have not gotten a hole in one from that, but of course, things can happen in this physics engine. Hole 13, you want to make very specifically that you go just above 3.5 power, as 3.5 exactly will leave you the tiniest bit short on this, but we go 3.5. We are skipping part of this hole. There are lots of these little purple jars around in these later holes, and I love that. So maybe if you don't, this is kind of like a weak course, but I'll talk more about that after. Hole 14, we go 3.5 power again, probably just a touch under. We do want to wait for the kind of shapes to make the hole and then linger a second. So we're going to wait, and then we're going to hold jump, and we just get through there. That's why we have to wait, because we will get blocked if we go too soon, and it will get blocked if we go too late. It is a timing hole, but if you stick with it, give it a couple tries, you'll be great. Hole 15 is very specific again. It has the hard jump. We'll go through this. So we need to jump pretty early into this part of the course, so we'll jump off here. It's not very specific, so you're fine. I haven't fallen off, even though it looked kind of scary. This jump is kind of specific, but the next one is much more specific, so we need to kind of go around again, make sure we're full speed. And then we'll go there. It's so much harder than it looks. It's so much harder than it looks. You can use that little path to kind of give you a little bit more speed down there, but this is the intended thing. That's why they give you 100. And once you get that boost, we feather onto this path. And then once you're here, you are golden. Pun unintended, but we're good. Hole 16, got the kind of a pretty cool course going on over there, but we're going to aim to this little crack in the wall, this little secret. So I aim at the very far part of this rock at pretty specifically this power. Again, pretty specific. If you make it in and go to the left, I've had a 100% chance of going into the hole down here. But if we go in on the right, that can mess you up. I've had that about 50% of the time not let me go for a hole in one. So don't be too disgruntled. It's a par 5. You're still, -3 if you get an eagle or albatross. So I guess we'll live with it. But for now, left side is better. Hole 17. We got a little bit of skill play to go on here. We go 3 power. I like to use the left side of my cursor to the middle. We're going to get boosted by 2 paths here. And as we go down, we need to jump off. So it's going down, I jump off. And from here, you do need to feather your boost. Feather your boost, feather your boost. You don't have to try to keep as much as you can, because no matter what, you'll be reset to 50 when you grab this. And then do not jump off. Feather, 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 feather. Bounce off the far torch, and we will get down in there. See, I had a little bit of boost left. It's not that specific. You will have enough speed as long as you're just kind of feathering. In hole 18, pretty straightforward, but again, just a skill hole, kind of a spectacle. We want to get into the purple ones. I think I'll miss this one. It's unfortunate, but you'll see what we have to do. We just jump over everything that isn't purple. I have not launched myself out of the course yet. I have a feeling the next time, specifically with the second ring, that might be happening, because you do get kind of wild. But once you reach this point, you are done. Enjoy yourself. You have gotten your par achievement. You've done your perfect round. Whatever your goal was, this is an easy hole, a spectacle hole, and a nice end to a pretty good course, I would say. And that's where we're at. This brand new course. I like it. The price point is absolutely a sticking point, as it should be. It's just too expensive for one course. There's no defending it. I buy it because I make a video and I can recoup the cost. These videos don't do so great that it's oh yeah, this is easy money. But I do get my money back, so it's an easy buy for me. So it's just not the same situation for everybody else, obviously. But the course itself, if we stick just to that, it's a good course. It's the second course that we can get an 18 on, classic style. And I probably will be doing that over the next day or so. I didn't expect this course to drop so early in the morning. I was asleep for the first 3 hours that it was actually online. And that's, I am like central US, so it wasn't like I was sleeping in. I woke up at like 7 a.m. So my bad. But that's the course. I like it. It's a shame that it costs $9 because they've been doing some good work. Last year's course was great. This course is good. Like, man, I'm just going to repeat myself. Course is great. You can get an 18. Wish it didn't cost so much. So catch it on sale if you can. Otherwise, find a friend that just doesn't care about money and play with them. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Be safe, guys.